Gigi Berardi reading FoodWise, and after these few paragraphs, I want to highlight a video, really a series of videos in the New Yorker that I think you'll enjoy. Okay, new section tonight in the part of the book entitled Our Shared World of Food and Farming. The section is entitled Efficiency, Mega-Scale Agriculture Outcompetes. For many of us, the word farm still conjures up an image of a big red barn with a couple of cows, free-running chickens, some fields of crops, all cared for by one dedicated family. That should be small-scale farming, or at least one version of it. Nowadays, though, those farms don't provide much of our food. In reality, most commercial agriculture production comes from very large-scale farms. They're also called mega farms, with hundreds or thousands of acres of vegetables, or with hundreds of thousands of one kind of animal packed in a confined area. The simplest reason for the dominance of large farms is efficiency. The economies of scale in operations, the wide range of crop support programs and land use subsidies for large farms, and the easier access to and heavy use of debt financing for equipment purchases and cropping operations. As a general rule, it's cheaper, i.e. more efficient, in economic terms to make a product in a large operation. This ignores, however, some of the key elements of the FoodWise approach, like community support, and ultimately environmental, social, and, in terms of farm debt burdens, economic sustainability. Before we look more at how efficiencies work in agriculture, let's step aside for a moment and consider the confusing data on small, in quotes, small family farms. Are small family farms more or less important than they used to be in the United States? What's the trend? Indeed, that's a good question. Before the last survey, known as the Agricultural Resource Management Survey, the USDA changed the definition of what constitutes a small family farm. As a result, the percentage of farms classified as small family, in quotes, has stayed about the same, 87 to 90%, over the past 15 to 20 years. The real change has been in the shift to production by larger farms. So the link tonight, as I mentioned, is to a New Yorker video on the food system, and it is really eye-opening in terms of focusing on challenges in the supply chain, especially in terms of transportation. We're talking about efficiency and what's happening now with trucks getting to their destination but returning with no load is not really efficient. And so the video raises a lot of questions about how long this can continue during the coronavirus pandemic.